we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's our visitors and our home team. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. Her squad looking to snap a 2-game losing streak. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. Her squad fired up as we approach kickoff. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. And taking the snaps, at quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
If there was one thing, Mike, that I thought was really evident walking out of our meeting with him earlier in the week was just how much he shouldered the blame for last week's loss. He said, those 2 interceptions I threw, those are just inexcusable, and he didn't want to talk about the touchdown passes and all the good that he did. And while I think that's certainly commendable, there was a lot of other bad stuff going on in that field too. So I think there's a lot of things they can clean up, and if they do, I think they got a great shot in this one.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. That is catch number 60 for the season. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6.
Here we go. Pat the 60, pat the 60.
A carry, this is Carter, and he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now, a give to Davis. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. That's enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Dreadnoughts.
Back to throw. That's caught at Savion Williams. And he's in. Savion Williams. Touchdown, Dreadnoughts. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good, and the Dreadnoughts will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Black Knights, nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll get him out of bounds, but a good return to the 30. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Moving outside the pocket. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. So fourth down, and the Aussie, Tory Taylor, on to kick it away. That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Dreadnoughts offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And the numbers will show he's been one of the top quarterbacks in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yards. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Get it. Trying to be lying.
They're going to motion the tight end over here.
Go.
He'll look to throw. He'll find his receiver. That's Jalen Royal.
The second down pass.
And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
And another great throw right there, Mike. And when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this first half. His ability to spread the ball around, take what the defense has given him. They've certainly had a lot of success here early on.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Black Knights offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a first and 10.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. They'll look to throw. Here comes the screen to Brooks. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Good for a Columbus first down.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Ready, set.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Here's a handoff to Brooks. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30s.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They'll try again here, second and 10.
Ready.
At the 29-yard
Now this time they'll look to throw. Forced out left. And a nice run and close to the first down, protecting himself, sliding at the end.
Brings up third.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it end. He does. First down.
Columbus. First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Yellow. 22. Set.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And they'll mark him out at the 8, but it is enough to set up first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 set.
A run on 1st and goal. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Now they'll set up to throw.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Isaac to Slaw. Touchdown, Black Knights.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
We'll try here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Black Knights will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Dreadnoughts offense ready to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Okay,
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 25-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
First down.
A big play on that one. 45 yards. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the handoff, it's Davis. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Now they'll run on the draw, and he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Touchdown, Canton.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
The extra point try forthcoming. His kick is good, and the Dreadnoughts will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Black Knights 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then.
At their own 25.
The Black Knights offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And his numbers this season, eye-popping in a lot of categories. Let's just show you one. He is the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback.
Ready. Hut, hut.
Now, faking the give. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Give it up the middle to Brooks. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He's brought down at the
So everything this
31.
defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Ready?
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's taken in. Alcantara's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Columbus, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready?
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll tuck it and take off. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
That's another
Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
47-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Set. Red 38. Ready.
On the draw, it's Brooks. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Let's go. Blue. Ready.
Moving left. He's got a tight end, Alcantara, to the left. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
18 more yards.
That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
10 at the 15-yard line.
Set. Go.
They'll run it here with Brooks. And he will score! Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown Columbus.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. And the Black Knights will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. But Dreadnought's offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I will be right back after this. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Now, screen. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On the run, here's Carter. And that'll move the sticks. That's a first down. Down to the 45-yard line.
1st and 10.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Tight end motioning left. quickly out to Williams. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second. And 5 at the 41-yard line.
Okay, ready?
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Ready?
Right back to Williams. They connect again. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
3rd down.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season.
Come on. Hit. Wrap all 80.
Back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
That one knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
10 yards to go.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Here's 2nd and 2.
Ready? 19 Tiger.
Back to the air one more time. To the goal line and in. Jalen Royal. Touchdown, Dreadnoughts. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Now, to the point after. He knocks it through, and the Dreadnoughts have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half, and the kickoff's coming their way. He'll start at the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Black Knights offense and running back Jonathan Burks coming out for their next possession. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. 2nd down. They need 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw.
The 31-yard line.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. moving to his right. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report.
And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Black Knights offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's given defenses across the league a lot to think about when they try to game plan for him. Consider he's currently second in the NFL in quarterback rushing yards. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9. Setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Here we go.
Another try with Brooks. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
A gain of 3 yards.
Here's first and 10.
And a Columbus first down.
Down.
First and 10 at the 40.
Again, it is Brooks. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6.
Yellow, 22. Ready?
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Come on, set. Blue, 32. Ready.
He'll look to throw. This one complete. It's to Small. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now it's decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down. Yeah, sometimes these coaches want to overthink it. They want to dial up these super tricky plays and try to outthink themselves sometimes, and you find yourself here on 4th and real short. Something easy, something your guys have repped a million times. Win the battle up front and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Set.
A run now for Brooks. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A gain of a yard.
From the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Short pass. He's got Calcaterra. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
16 yards. That's another Columbus. First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That is caught. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
Columbus. First down. First down and goal to go.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Brooks trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Ready, set.
They'll run with Brooks, and he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play, and now it is 3rd and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Black Knights.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone because, as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good. And the Black Knights will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Dreadnoughts offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Both these offenses have been in form. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the defense comes away with a turnover.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch. But before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up, against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
That'll give on the ground, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
That's over the middle and intercepted. So they're going to have it here. Get it at their own 37-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. Practice.
They'll stick with him again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's good.
They get 15 on that game. And that will be a 1st down.
And a Canton 1st down.
Let's go now. Ready?
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there. Stop him for no gain. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
19.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete.
Another great throw, and That's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready? Let's go. Go.
Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
2 yards. And it's third down.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 3. And he is out of bounds. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
That's another Canton. First down. First down, Canton.
That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
So you find yourself down here in the red zone. This is where it's critical for the quarterback, Mike, to understand he's only got 2 options. Put the ball in a spot where your guy can catch it, or in a spot where nobody can catch it. And unfortunately for them,
and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Canton. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it, and the Dreadnoughts go up by 7, 28-21.
28. Black Knights 21.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. A safe kick taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Black Knights offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession.
Okay,
They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Ready. Black, 95. Ready?
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
44-yard line.
Blue, 32. Set.
On the handoff, Brooks. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
Fadden on the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard line. But Dreadnoughts offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
His drive will start on the ground, and he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
First down, Dreadnoughts.
Ready?
Now, faking the give. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
First down.
He'll get this out to the left flat, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pack the 60.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
60 Eagles.
And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Black Knights offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Touch.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Well, coverage right there. And it's knocked away. Incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Yellow, 40.
We'll try and run it with Brooks. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Dreadnoughts offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And he works past the 40. Taken down after a gain of 7. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Ready.
They'll run here. It's Carter. And he's going to have the 1st down yards. Across the 50 to the 48. Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. They'll run. It's Davis. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead. But you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Black Knights are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
This is 1st and 10.
Set, ready. 50, green. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Here comes 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
They'll drop to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Ready.
This throw, oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. It is picked up by the defense. A big effort for the defense to come up not only with the fumble, but a very good return. And the offense, Greg, is in business. It's 1st and goal.
Great awareness, Mike, by the defender, not only to secure the recovery, but then to turn into a runner. Thought he was going to score for a minute, but either way, his offense now is in prime position, 1st and goal, hoping to capitalize.
The Dreadnoughts offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. Only one timeout remaining for the defense. Mark down at the 6. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. We'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Touchdown, Dreadnoughts.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now, the extra point. And he misses the extra point. It's no good. That is his 2nd miss of the year. And the score stays right where it is. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The crowd into it, supporting their offense. Down by 13, under a minute 20 to go. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here. They start 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 16
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
1st down.
Set. Ready.
1st and 10.
To the air now on 1st and 10.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head. A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Open man, left side. He's got it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call.
Still 1st down.